came to my attention originally when Mike Webster, the Pittsburgh Steelers center, who died and was patient zero for the Dr. Bennett Omalu who discovered CTE. When I read about that case, read about Webster, read about his life, read about Bennett Omalu's life, that's when I really became particularly interested in the story. But I haven't really seen much in terms of dramatic material that really looks into the life of the football player himself, and so that's really what I wanted to do in particular with this play, to look at his life, his relationship with his fan, his relationship with his daughter, and really look at his circumstances as a whole. The character of Don is not based on one particular player. He's a composite of various players, which is a typical response when anybody is asked about one of their characters. It's a composite. Certainly there's elements of Mike Webster. Some of the things that Don does, Mike Webster actually did do, without giving away too much. Certainly elements of Dave Duerson, the Bears. The fact that Don is a kind of gentleman football player and lawyer, like Fred McNeil or Steve Young, one of the guys who had a real career and a real intellectual life outside of football as well, seems important to me. This was a warrior, but also a gentleman, and also a successful professional with a high intellect. Also, I'm a fan. I'm writing about CT, I'm writing about the effects on one particular player, but also there's a line in the play where he talks about just how desperately he misses football. And almost all of the players you ask who are deeply affected, would you go back and do it again? And they say yes. Their love for the sport is so primal. And I think that's true for certain fans too. It is a primal sort of sport. It is a warrior mentality. It is a proxy war, and as destructive as that can be, it's also thrilling. It's a great game to watch on TV as well. It's on Sunday. It has a religious aspect to it. It's something we do on Sunday. It's not a sport that's on every day of the week. There's a ritual to watching it. There's a specialness because it's not on all that much. It has so much going for it, and is so compelling. So yeah, I still watch. I'm a big fan. I play fantasy football. I'm complicit, and still knowing what I know. So I'm conflicted, certainly, but I love the sport. Please come see my play Halftime with Don at the B Street Theater. It runs from December 15th to 30th. I think you'll really like it. Its audiences have really loved it and connected to it on a number of levels. It's funny, it's dramatic material. It has football in the background, but it's not about football. It's about families. It's about the connections that people form, sometimes even with strangers, and how those connections can change their lives.